Just the tip.
Just
Oh,
him.
That's how it always starts. Just the tip. Then it gets a little deeper, then a little deeper. Then before you know it, the whole thing is in there.
Coach back with there.
Fuck about it.
yeah, then you'll cut the balls hanging out. Nothing.
Yeah. Plus, you're like college, you're trying to get enough in there too.
Yeah, man, I haven't spoken to my daughter in about a month. Like, her mom was being real, she being a real bitch.
No, that's because you don't want to go any of that money.
I gave her money for, half of the money for my daughter's schooling, but I didn't give her the money for child support. And I told her she wasn't getting on this month. You know what I mean? Because I had to pay all money for money that I had borrowed. So I told her she wasn't going to get it. So, of course, and then on top of that, Nicole and I, so she had, in her weird mind, she wants to go that her and I was going to be together. I'm like, bitch, we weren't ever going to be together because you're telling me all these shit that you tried in court, like you could have got my reputation ruined, you could have got me fired from my job, you could have got me locked up for making a false allegation like that. So you could have ruined
Then,
me.
fucking the ex. But she gonna lost her damn mind.
No, years ago, the girl running here and said that I supposedly had done something to my daughter or whatever the
I
case
told
is.
you, bro. I told you she misses Wally, bro. Told you
Yeah,
that.
well, guess what? She didn't get no fucking Wally when I was out there in February. She
And that's
tried
the
it.
problem. See, she didn't get no Wally, so she was like, "Fuck, I ain't had no WLC." And god damn,
Yeah, well, she was at her night. So
dude. She just got a, she's got a deal though.
and then she's got that this older dude who's probably like close to my mama's age. Who she has to break him off a piece for talking about paying for everything. So it's just like
She got a sugar daddy, so she's a
Yeah.
sugar babe.
yeah, she's got a fucking wolf at least. Like when my daughter and her parents they went to New York, she stayed in the same room as him. You can't tell me that nothing took place.
That's for sure.
It's that
Sure.
.com.
That's like that time with fucking who's it, Eddie and Ace Girl. Come on, she stayed over a guy's house and she didn't give him nothing. She was sleeping in his bed with and he weren't getting. I was like, how old was he? And his voice, I was like, Eddie, you honest with me that guy wasn't getting no ass, bro. Just staying in his house, eating his food, sleeping in his bed with him, and he getting no ass. I was like, you can't be that fucking nice.
Ain't no fucking way.
What? She needs to get her ass cracking
Oh, no good.
and surrender the boom boom.
Like, yeah, it's like you can't tell me there ain't no way in hell, bro. Like you weren't getting.
I wouldn't put across that she didn't get none, or I don't know, because I mean, if you looked at her, she weren't nothing to look at, and neither was he.
I'm talking about the guy that she stayed with before she
Yeah,
came
I
in
know.
with me.
I know the guy. I know exactly who he is, and because he used to go to SAL, I think he worked at SAL, or he still works at SAL. But you've seen him, Matthew. Brown skinned guy, looks a bit short, somewhat bald headed, got a bird, fat, got an American accent.
I'd have to look at him again.
Yeah, you've seen him.
You probably knew him, man.
Yeah, he knows him. It's seen him. I wouldn't say he knows him, but it's definitely seen him.
I told Eddie, I was like, yo, bro, any warm-blooded man has a woman. Just, I mean, like you said, it's just nothing to look at. Like, so it's like, I don't know.
Like, bruh.
Eddie had a self-confidence issue anyway, so I guess he figured if she's fat and if she's ugly, that she won't have other guys, whatever. I was like, the fat and ugly ones are the worst ones because those are the ones that get used the most, bro. What you talking about? Those are the ones like, yo, I hit it and quit it, bro. Check you later. I'm out.
The other thing too about those girls too, once they actually start losing weight and stuff, they end up becoming just like the other types of women that you dealt with before, or that you try to get involved if they get real. Cause like I was talking to Tasha the other day, and like some sort of meme where it was like, yeah, you know, if I lost like 5 pounds, I'm gonna be doing that for a day. I'm like, I could believe it. So that's how you women are. You just lose a little bit of weight, get a little bit of attention.
But you know, that's the attention is currency to them.
Yeah, for real. Money.
You know, but anal sex for her, dude.
I know you're giving them the cream pie too.
Oh, yeah. Gee.
But that's bonus right there.
Cause like she getting the deep cream pie, like knees pushed back to her fucking ears,
And balls, and just only balls are hanging out.
Yep.
No peace.
Cool.
And when Collins is done, then tear it up some more after that.
Oh, yeah.
Like round 2.
That's gonna be the time Collins makes sure he takes his ADHD medicine. He's like, yeah, come over here now. You wouldn't come over here now.
I actually back in now didn't refill my prescription with my ADHD medication. I want to get what's his name done just to find out, you know, what state my kidneys in and stuff like that. My blood pressure was actually a little high today. Well, you know, I hadn't taken my medication in like 2 days. I was surprised that my blood pressure wasn't that high. It's just like it's a little high, but it's not that high. And she says for 2 days, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
My blood pressure's always fucking high, just about most of the time. I was like, that's because I'm not exercising, number one. Which I just got back, so I'm trying to settle myself again. Which is why I'm just sleeping. I'm always sleeping. Like, you wouldn't believe how much 4 hours can fuck up your sleeping schedule.
Oh, who you telling? I know exactly what you're talking about, my guy. And also in fact, we're all Switzerland. I know the time difference. Trust me, I get it.
Like, more like 12 hours is a bit easier to adjust, right? It's easier to adjust to, but
4
short
hours?
ones, yeah. The 12 hours is easy to adjust. But 4 hours, that could be kind of hard. 4 hours, even 6 hours, that's...
Why the fuck are you up here?
For like, sometimes, I mean, there's only like 2 or 3 times Gabe and I went to bed like 3 or 4 in the morning time when I was away there. But that's 3 or 4 in the morning. That's like, what's that? 3, 4. That's either 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning here. So fuck the schedule out big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a big difference.
I prefer the 12-hour difference. I was like, I can make up for the 12 hours.
But not 4.
Yeah, 4 has been rough.
Yeah, that rocket sidearm is nice.
You're trying to be like esoteric right now. Hey, I was like, look, esoteric has a view of a Void Warlock. He just casually did this shit. Really casual. I'm not even joking.
Damn.
It's okay if you can do it.
Superman that hoe. There you go. Keep hitting me. Keep hitting that bitch. Keep hitting. Back up a little bit. Back up. Back up. There you go.
There we go. How many rounds was that? 8? Yep. Got 4 of the health out. That's a big fella too, huh?
Be careful. Stay back. Good enough.
Oh, no. You came for that ass.
some pretty good damage there.
Bumblebee
Yeah, it's pretty
tuna.
good. I mean, you've done better for sure, but gotta be careful. Better to be careful in that bitch because he charges at you.
Like a bull?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he gets too close to you, that's death.
The boy is talking about goes ahead and he puts this fucking sushi powder thing.
Jeez.
Choppy your pee.
But yeah, when I was out in Vegas, fucking Johnny sends me this article, 2 Bermudian girls die in fucking car crash in Florida.
Yeah, 2 women and then it's a girl who
I think it was his daughter, I believe.
was in the ICU. I don't know what took place. And then
Apparently, the guy in a Tesla. was
Yeah.
speeding-
I think I heard the story already. Story somewhere about your boy and somebody in a Tesla shot this police car that then launched something and then they end up getting crushed because of it as a result of it. I'm like, fuck boy.
Jesus Christ, yo. I was like, that's so fucking. I was like, that sucks, bro. I was imagine going on vacation and fucking dying. I was like,
Yep, that's also one of my biggest. That's one of my biggest fears as well. Like, going on vacation just to die, and it happens so. And the thing is, it happens so often, more often than you think. You know what I mean? And that's the crazy part. It happens more often than you think.
I was like, because I actually did some driving out in the States between California and Vegas.
You know,
Yeah, so.
Mac is like, next
You
time.
can
go
ask
fast.
him. I was like, yo, it's like, okay, Matty, do 80. He closes his fucking eyes. I'm up to 90, sometimes 100. Fucking going along the highway, going along the freeway. Because from Vegas to his house is like almost a 4-hour drive.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a stretch.
Right, and I'm talking about 4 hours doing like 80 miles an hour. So, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, this sucks, bro. I was like, let me see if I can cut down the time a little bit.
Maybe like for 3 hours and 59 minutes.
Gabe,
Yeah.
Gabe fucking wow. Gabe goes to sleep, he wakes up, went in California. I'm like, hey, it's just like,
We're here.
pretty much that's what like his reaction was, pretty much.
Like, hey, now we're here. Okay, cool.
I'm low on ammo.
Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom.
But now, see the mistake they made was they gave me an open lane, right? So it's like most of the time I'd be like 75, 80 if I'm behind somebody.
Yeah, you kind of dropped him
Right.
behind him.
So it's when they cross over to a different lane, like if they're gonna exit out of the freeway or whatever. When
Yeah.
they do that, and it's like I got like 3 or 4 fucking miles in front of me or nothing but open road. It's like hit the fucking gas, bro. Let's go.
Hit the nitrous.
But yeah, no.
4 hour for race, Martin.
I mean, like, that was the first time I was like, the first night I drove out there at nighttime, first time. It's like, I was like, I'm nervous.
I would
Yeah,
say
you-
so.
Yeah, first
Right.
time, yeah.
So, I was like, ah, shit. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna go fast. I was doing about 70, 75 miles an hour
Bermuda speed
first
limit.
night. The tricky part is when you're coming off the freeway, right? That's the tricky part because you gotta drop your speed to like 55 miles an hour or
Yeah.
45.
Must be
Right.
take the next exit, right?
So after doing like, you spend 3 hours of nothing but your fucking foot on the pedal doing about 80 miles an hour, but like it's kind of hard to adapt a little bit right away. So it's like, okay,
So let me catch myself.
few times I whipped the corner. You can ask me. A few times I whipped the corner.
Had the car up on two wheels.
Nah, not that bad.
Oh, that's Maddie right there.
Well, once I got the hang of it, I was like, okay, cool. Well, I'm fine. Like, it's like,
Okay, I'm straight.
the only other thing you gotta remember is like, yo, make sure you drive on the right side of the road.
Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, right?
Yeah, here in Bermuda it's backwards. So.
So it's like,
Yeah, but the European guy.
yeah.
He only did that once. He only messed up. He only almost went into the wrong road once.
Once, yeah, just once.
Just
And that's when I was coming to That's when I was coming to the freeway into the town, into Gibbs town, basically. I was like, it was like, oh, wrong lane, man. I was like, oh shit.
We're not gonna talk about how this motherfucker harsh stopped on some lights too, but that was because he was so used to the fucking open road.
Yeah, I was just joking, man. So I got to like the other tricky thing was like, okay, you see the light is green, you're doing 55 miles an hour, like 45 in the city, in some places, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden the light turns fucking red just about as you're probably about, I don't know, 100 feet from it.
Oh, look. You drop anchors?
So like I'm hitting the fucking, and I had a soft brake, right? So the car had a soft brake. So you had to really push on it really fucking hard in order for it to stop. So I was like, I would go past the line, I'm like, stick it in reverse, just go back. And you're like, everybody's looking, I don't give a fuck, I'm not gonna be out in the middle of the red. I was like, what did the police come around?
Gabe was sleeping.
Vegas, it's bad enough he already said Vegas police are assholes, so.
Oh, well, but at least you made it though.
I did that twice. I did it twice. So it's like,
That's not bad.
That's not bad, because that's better you than me, because I'm like, yo, I'm not about to be driving in nobody's other country and all that. Hell, when I was in Switzerland, my God, I was looking down the fucking road, waiting for the bus to come. I'm like, wait a minute, why is the traffic coming up the hill and the bus should be coming down the hill? Look on the other side, the traffic's on the right side.
yep.
I'm like, God damn. It's like America, like the traffic's on the right side, it's not on the left side. So when I was standing up there at the bus stop, because I'm on a thinking that the bus is coming from, at the top of the hill and going down to the city on my side, right? Because I'm used to it being on my side. So I know the traffic's coming up the hill on that side and then it's going down on the other side. So they drive on the right. They don't drive to the left.
It's hard to break that 20-year habit. It's like, I mean, like, I spent 20 years driving on the left-hand side of the road. That's like, give me a little time to adapt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Then she was driving. We drove to Germany, my guy, and she was on the autobahn and going. That car,
Yeah,
she pushed the car as fast as she could.
I was doing 90 miles an hour. I had some people who were thinking, I was like, God dang, dude. I was like, I'm doing 90. Speed limit is like 70, 75, right? So every time the GPS was running, it was like, oh, speed trap ahead. It's like, brake.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's how it was, man. It was like different speeds for different parts, but once we hit the autobahn, that's just cracking because of the autobahn. You're pushing the car to the max. Pushing whatever vehicle you hit, max. There is no speed limit on the autobahn, right? Something was just cracking. Man, I heard this car. I saw the brake lights, tail lights. I was like, what the fuck was that? I had some cars that forced light at me. I'm like, what the fuck was that?
It was bad enough. We were going Micro Center, the third time? I think for the third time?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was the third time with Brendan. Somebody died on the road. It was like, fuck, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
They died on the road.
Yeah, they had the road closed off
Hey,
on both sides. So it's like, yeah, somebody, I was like, there's like, oh, somebody died.
All Banky's fault.
You know, just a bad accident, bro.
Car was
Yeah.
turned over. I don't know if it was a bad accident, but I think there was a body with a sheet over it on the street.
Yeah, it was a body. It was a body.
Yeah, that.
With the body
I-
back there.
guys are so used to it. Like, yeah, that's about it in the street. Yeah, that's about it. But meanwhile, we ain't seeing no shit like that. Even in my 14 years of being under Bermuda Police Service, I ain't never seen nobody's. No, no. I take that back. Before I joined the police service, I saw somebody with a white sheet over him, but she had been brutally stabbed to death in the middle of the road.
What?
Had them UK with the knives and shit.
Yeah, her boyfriend, she was trying to get away from him, and she was a corrections officer. And yeah, and she ran out of the house. You know, he found out that she was leaving him. That boy chased her down the road and stabbed her out in broad daylight. Road.
Oh, deadlight too?
Broad daylight. I remember I was working for East Nassau. We had a job up at Dockyard. And I was riding out of Dockyard going home, and I was wondering why the traffic was moving so slow, because if you know how it works, right? If you know, it's 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the afternoon, everybody's starting to come home, so everybody's going west, and you're going east, so you know traffic should be easier, right? Because
Yeah.
majority of traffic is going west. I'm like,
Yeah.
why is the traffic taking so long? Like, why is it moving so slow? And got up close to where the flower shop is on Hog Bay level, and that girl always saw the sheet over this girl. Her feet was sticking out. I was like, God damn, what happened there? And then they found out that she had been stabbed to death.
Yeah, that's crazy. You heard about apparently, Notting Hill has a fucking carnival every year,
Yeah,
and every year somebody gets stabbed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Every year somebody's like, it's a good carnival if nobody dies. That's what they mean. That's how they say it. Like 3 people got stabbed. It was like 90 odd arrests from the one carnival.
Was
And I'm just all these countries that's doing all this shit, look, like they catch these fucking people, put those motherfuckers on the ground. Don't worry about having jail, having a court trial. Just put those motherfuckers. That's it.
Well,
That is it.
Yeah, this is up in the UK. So UK is the British citizens are getting enough of it. Like they're getting tired of this bullshit. Huh?
I'm worried. We're getting tired of it too, because I don't know if you heard what happened on Saturday.
What happened?
Saturday, police see these guys on this bike, 2 up, on top of pass, and passenger pulls out a gun and fires on officers. And then
Oh,
they,
that's what was telling me. Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah,
then
they
after they, and then a statement was released today to say that officers return fire on the suspects. I'm like, oh, Lee.
No, yeah, I mean,
They were stupid enough to shoot at the armed officers.
guts, huh?
Yeah.
I think they should put some. I think they should bring some long rifles down here for officers. Like, oh, you want to go on a bike, eh?
What you
Yeah,
said?
long
That
rifle.
order
Bring
rifle?
No, a long rifle. You can bring a long,
Oh.
like a NIA or something down here.
Yeah.
Just something so he could shoot at a distance. Like, okay, okay, motherfucker.
Alright.
You wanna do that? I ain't gotta chase you. This could shoot a couple miles down the road. Bitch.
Yeah, I
They
was
wanna-
telling them one of some of my guys about that. And I was like, if this whole thing, I said I won't be surprised if the officers end up getting suspended.
I don't know why. Well, you better suspend them with fucking pay.
Oh, you're talking, you do get paid. You get half pay.
I'll take half. Half is better than nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
But there are things, it's a bother. I think that, because when it comes down to my job, like, it's like, they find little things to basically, where you end up getting fired. Like, little fucking things.
It's easy to say shit, bro, but I love to put them in a fucking car and let somebody open fire on them.
Yeah. Cause I mean, like they had a thing in the paper not long ago to say that Bermuda's Bermuda's police service, the numbers that they have is a lot less than what it was. They compared it to the 90s, and yeah, man, it's low because the thing is, we got many policies put in place. It's not like the United States where basically, like you like just the slightest bit of things, and we're finding ourselves, suspended. Like, I mean, let's say I pulled Johnny over and give him a ticket, and he goes, and because he's having a bad day, he decides to make a complaint against me, and then they say, okay, well, they're gonna for it. They bring me in for it because Johnny made a frivolous complaint, and then I'm suspended until further notice. That's how retarded my job is.
What?
I mean, yeah, his Bermuda police service is stupid. It's just as stupid as the UK's service out there.
Jeez.
Something like that's like, so when people talk about like the New York police service and they talk about how corrupt and all this type of stuff and all, like they don't know, like people don't know what they're talking about. Corruption, yes, there is outright corruption, and then there is police officers who are doing their job, like I said, because they're not liked. The shit that we have to put up with is astronomical, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have enough police officers right now that are suspended. Like, I mean, enough. Like, we have the Bermuda Police Service, I believe, has 400 and I'd say between 430 to about 450, if that, right?
Don't die, Gabe.
We don't,
I wasn't trying to. Trust me.
we lost a good bit.
Don't believe me.
Yeah, it's
He's fucking
and that's
knocking
part
me
of-
up. Holy shit.
like, and where the hell did he go?
Oh, no, good.
He fucking
There's a-
fell. No, he's right here. Bastard.
I'm like,
Yeah, that's
That purple shot
like,
fucking
yo,
hit like
yeah.
it fucking shot me up like twice.
you did twice actually.
Yep, dude, there's
Oh,
one more tricky
yeah?
part, bro. One more tricky part. But yeah, like and that's the problem with Bermuda, like not strict on one crime and stuff. So like if we reach the point where like you get like the UK right now, you're gonna start having vigilante groups. Like I honestly think they're gonna have like vigilante groups in neighborhoods. That's like, yo, you're Peter, the whole fucking community's gonna kill your ass and hide the body.
Behind the bushes.
Because the police aren't doing anything. Police ain't doing nothing. So
thing, like, thing is, we're trying to do
What the fuck?
thing while people fail to understand it, that, like, speaking of any actual information.
I think they need to up the drop chances
that
again.
the public gives us, if they don't give
These
us nothing,
fucking
then we can't
class
act on it.
items.
It's like when people tell
I feel like when
us,
they
oh,
fix
they're giving
something, they
tickets,
ruin something else.
but you're not. Oh,
Well, it's just like,
it's like
isn't the whole point of doing overthrows that you have a better
saying
chance of
that,
getting them?
bet you knew
I've done
of
3
someone
overthrows and I've gotten 1
who
cloak.
Yeah,
Or
you
one
know
bomb,
something,
whatever
but you're not
you
willing
call
to
it.
talk about it.
Mark.
But yeah, you got pulled over, and all of a sudden,
With
you have
bun.
a-
What do you even want?
give you a
Huh?
ticket.
Yeah.
Like,
It's sometimes it's fucking unfortunate.
I don't know actually. I just
I've got
Synthosep's
Assassin's Syntho and Halo.
nice. Assassin's probably
Syntho
nice.
seems
Yeah.
good for solo content. Like it's
See,
helpful.
Assassin's Creed gun.
But like outside of that,
Assassin's Creed gun.
I
I
no
just
clue.
doom Stargater since you're like
Oh,
a one
yeah?
pop super.
Not
Apparently,
really,
yeah.
right?
I already got canceled.
Like, I guess I get it.
Scrapped or just canceled?
But you're only getting
It's canceled.
Stargator. Like
I don't think it was scrapped. Yeah.
I guess it just doesn't feel worth it to me.
But that's good.
Yeah. So, like, what was it? I think the library date in Japan cannot confirm the ethnic background of Yosuke.
He's African.
No, there's nothing that says it's African.
I don't know. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Like that's what one guy was saying. Like, there's nothing to prove that he was African or a slave or anything like that. Because I think the word they used to describe him was actually used quite often back then for a lot of things. So I was like, I don't know. I just figured out what I've been told, that he was an African slave that Nobunaga took him in. But if they're saying that there's no records of it, and like his name was only mentioned once, I was like, fuck, well, I'm not gonna argue with the Japanese on it.
Yeah.
So how was Requiem?
It was okay. That's all. It was okay. Is it better than the first 2? No. Fuck no. Not even close. Right, a Critical Drinker did a review on it if you want to see it.
I've seen some people have some opinions of it. I haven't had to preference.
You had a lot of people that's misinformed, like, oh, this is the best thing since the first one. I was like, no, it is not. Please do not even insult the first movie like that. Number one, they call it Alien, but it has multiple aliens in it. What? Right. That's the first thing that don't make sense. It's not called Aliens, it's called Alien. I was like, so I was expecting one alien to chase the crew through the ship or whatever. That's what I was expecting. Nope, it's more than one. It's a lot of them. And Collins, there's one part of the movie, there is nothing but face huggers, bro.
If that's okay, I just felt my eye.
Nothing but face huggers crawling all over the place.
Yeah, I'm not watching that.
And there's too many Easter eggs in the movie.
I think that probably what they're probably going for was more of a homage, like the original. But see, that's what I hate about when it
No,
comes
what they
down-
done was a combination of everything.
A little bit of everything.
Basically everything. Right. I mean, if you're gonna go watch it, we go watch it together. But let's just say this: the end alien is a cross between a human, an engineer, and a xenomorph.
Oh.
So you're telling me that you done a Sigourney Weaver?
Basically, that's the resurrection. Then one of the guys says, "Get away from her, you bitch." I was like, well, providing you're saying that to a drone who's technically a male, Like you kind of messed that fuck up. Then there was like that time that Bishop said, "I prefer artificial person instead." That was also in the movie. Also, now apparently chest bursters has come out after about, I don't know, 30 minutes of being impregnated. So, from 30 minutes to the point where a face hugger gets on you, it will come out of you. It's like, yo, and that's the first thing Drinker says, like, yo, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's supposed to take a couple days for it to burst out of your chest. Nope. That shit happened quick.
What?
Who the fuck made it? Not fucking Ridley Scott.
I think it was Ridley Scott. Let me take a picture really quick.
Yo, again, I found out playing this game that this is probably this is the best way fucking well use weapons. It's just not even ADS, just fucking well, just shoot like that. There's so much shit that takes place in this game that you have no other choice but to use it like that.
What do you mean?
That. I just find like ADS and like in this like since I've been playing it, I'm like, yeah, that's shit. Like I mean, the best way to fucking well use your weapons is just like just. Like just don't even don't find it out. So much shit that's going on.
Ooh.
Oh, Nelly. Zing.
Put these fucking bells in. Thank God. Two skills.
So
you get to play like that, wow.
it's like the movie's just crazy, right? And a lot of things just don't fucking make sense, like in the movie at all at times. Like, okay, number one, right? So it was pretty fucking awesome to see some things there, right? Because it's hard to place the timeline exactly, because you do have an Ash android in there. Right? And also the guy that plays, the black guy that plays the android, he's like the best actor out of all of them.
Oh, okay.
Like he's, my opinion, like I even, like, because of all of them, you like, I told Gabe, I was like, I feel more empathy towards this android than any of these motherfuckers right now.
Oh, yeah, no, they got what they deserved. The fuckers that were picking on him, they got what they deserved.
Yeah, so they were like, you had some of them that were picking on him, like, and it was like, yeah. I was like, you know what? I was like, if he betrays them and helps that fucking alien kill all of them, I'm like, I ain't even mad at him at this point. Right?
I need you to get
But
the
to see
fuck out
him
the way, buddy.
like to see him go from like an insecure android to like this badass, just type android that starts spitting knowledge and stuff because he gets upgraded and all that. Was just like us. You had to see when we go. Like you're like, yeah, that's fucking bad. Like I was like, he did a really good job.
Jeez, I really have to see that movie.
But what was it? What was it? Like so it gets to a certain point in the movie where this guy wants to rescue his sister, right? Okay, let me just start from the beginning. The beginning of the movie, what do you see but the wreckage of Nostradamus there? Like,
Nostradamus is from the...
that's the first ship from Alien.
Ah, okay, yes.
So you just see the wreckage there. So apparently, I guess they must, in the second in Aliens, they must have lied because apparently they got Ripley's, like her telegram, like, you know, her message basically that she sent.
Like,
Right. So they go looking for the fucking, to the wreckage, and I don't know how. But we all know that she blew that alien out into outer space
yeah,
on the airlock
indeed.
on the first one. Somehow, some way, they managed to find this alien.
What?
And you go from there, right? So apparently, the alien wasn't dead. I don't know exactly how they found face huggers. I guess they must have found the ship and took the face huggers with them or whatever, but like they must have had like 50 to 100 face huggers in this ship.
No cost.
So like it gets to a certain point in the movie where they upgrade Andy with this AI.
Yes.
And you see the other android, quote unquote, and guess what happens to this other android? The other android is torn in half. Aliens. Right?
Yes. That's like
Bishop
real.
gets torn. Yep, Bishop
Bishop,
torn in
yeah.
half.
Yes, he got torn in half.
Right? So it was that Easter egg in the movie. So this android was Ash instead. It was not a version of Ash, basically.
Oh.
So as soon as they reactivate Ash, he just tells them, "You need to get off the ship like now." It's like, what? Like right now. He tells them, and what was the other thing? So the Asian chick ends up getting the face hugger put on her, right? And he's like, well, you can do her a favor. You can kill her now, or like leave her to her fate. But what's in her chest, you're gonna wanna get away. You're gonna wanna get off this ship right away. Or this, rather this. It was more like a space station than a ship. It was like a research facility.
Hey.
And they had a pretty good plot. Right? They had a pretty good plot with it to start off with. Right? But then it just started going sideways all of a sudden. So it was like Ash literally told her like there's like what's inside of it, and it's like look up there and you see the fucking Xenomorph from the first one that's just got shot to shit by like the security team out there. Right, so he got shot to shit. And like basically the acid just completely melted the floor down and all that, but he was like up in the air. So after the android says what she's got in her, right? She's trying to get back onto the other ship and the Andy is trying to stop her from being on the ship, right? Because you know it's she got the alien there, and it's gonna kill the other ones, right? So this dumbass, I guess it was her boyfriend or whatever. She like, so or whoever, or is a friend. So
It was
he ends
boyfriend.
up. So basically, he ends up taking her to the ship anyway and locking Andy, the girl that considers like his sister, there, and her ex-boyfriend on the ship. So there's other two on the other ship that they came off the planet from, and they start flying. Well, lo and behold, about fucking 2 minutes she's on the ship, the chest burster starts coming the fuck up.
2 minutes.
And I'm talking about, this shit hasn't even been in her for like 5 hours, bro. Right? So, here's the thing, right? So the chest burster's coming out of her, and she's the pilot of the ship. Now check this out, Keith. Collins. The fucking ship hits other parts of the space station and does not blow up. At all. Right? Doesn't blow up. Doesn't get any major damage. I was like, if that isn't the biggest fucking I was like, okay, well, now we know where the fucking alien comes from. I was like, this would be our alien here. Because I'm only expecting one. Right? So, the ex-boyfriend's sister is on the ship, along with the other dude. So the Asian chick's dead. Now check this out. Between the time it bursted out of her chest, right, and this ship crash lands, it goes through the metamorphosis period and hatches into a full xenomorph before the ship completely well, as the ship was completely crashed and they were trying to get out.
What?
So I was like that shit. I was like, okay, I know they grow up quickly, but that fucking quick.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So anyway, like it kills the Asian's boyfriend.
We are not talking about that fucking Nova bomb, okay? I know you saw it.
That's why.
I know you fucking saw it.
Hey, guy.
Popped the wall up in the air and fucking missed gloriously.
No. Sorry, let me just say this real quick. But today, Gabe, that wasn't a bad Nova bomb compared to what I saw with this guy today. We were doing the glass strike, and tell me why this guy had the fucking cataclysm, fucking Nova bomb, and threw it at the boss, and then straight across the boss.
What?
What the fuck?
He laughed so much.
That's almost like fucking extreme Nova bomb. Everybody watch it like yo, Chris, where's that Nova bomb go to, bruh? But yeah, so you know, the alien's waiting for her to open up the door so he can get out of the fucking spaceship. Like, so she opens up the door, she falls down below there, and like, so she's unconscious for like, I don't know, several minutes, and the ex-boyfriend, well, basically her brother and the other chick with the android ends up coming to the door, right? At this point, the alien is actively hunting her inside there, right? And Andy, which is the android, lets them know, like, yo, if I open up this door, this is exactly what the alien wants. Right? He's like, this alien is literally waiting for us to open up this door so he can kill everybody. So what happens, like, he doesn't open up the door. His sister gets, like, stabbed in the shoulder, and then he just he takes her to, apparently there's a nest, right? So they hang up on the wall. My guess is, well, obviously, Facehugger gets to her and everything. She's also pregnant at the same time. Quote unquote fucking aliens versus Predator. So there's that, right? Does it? No, actually, the alien doesn't put the facehugger in her because she's slowly bleeding to death. So the facehugger with us, you know, if they try and impregnate her, they're like, it's just gonna die, right? So they end up leaving her. So keep on, she's pregnant here, so keep that in mind. So they're going along, and I can't remember what it is. Somewhere along the way, I can't exactly, I don't remember why. Oh, I think they had to go down the elevator shaft and across this other way to get to the ship, right? But apparently, when they were going that route, they apparently ran into the nest, right? And they heard his sister crying, well, or basically mooning or something, right? At that point, and they end up rescuing her at the cost of his life, which is crazy. So he dies. The next minute, they're like, Andy's on the ground because I think he gets struck by an alien. So he's like on the ground. Remember that laser shit on the ship?
Yeah.
Right, of the first one? I had
Yeah.
the laser above the egg. So apparently they had this laser, the same laser above the floor, right? I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if the aliens don't like it or whatever, but Andy was just on the fucking floor there. He was twitching, he was thinking of basically. And that's also part of the story, like earlier. So her and the other girl were in the elevator. They were getting ready to go to the ship. And you know, at this point, the corporation has already made a deal with them. Like, if they bring the black serum, aka the black shit from Prometheus, to the ship, they will they'll basically relocate them to a different planet. Basically, is what they were after, because they wanted the green ooze.
Which is a goddamn lie, because the company always lies.
Oh yeah, lying to the teeth.
Balin.
So at that point, it's like, okay, they start going in the elevator, and the ex-girlfriend and I'm telling the sister, look, go up. There's a ship ready up there. Go ahead and get in the ship, get in the cryostasis pod, and they'll go ahead and like fucking what's the word I'm looking for here, and they'll autopilot to like, you know, their lab or whatever that they fucking wanted. So she goes back down to go get Andy, right? But at the same time, like when she's going to get him, she was like, what was it? Oh, she had the black ooze. That's right. She's like, if you want this, let me take the upgrade out of you. It's like it's like another disc. So she, like, in the end, Andy ends up agreeing. So it's for the mission, basically. So she ends up taking the upgrade out, and he goes back to good old Andy the way he used to be. And then they start going up, but the aliens, plural, start coming to chase after them. And she has a Marine pulse rifle from the second movie.
Yeah.
And basically, these pulse rifles have fucking aimbot basically.
Penises.
Something. It's it's fucking input.
I'm
Right?
not gonna lie. You know how like a lot of movies, you know, they have to one up
Hey,
what
bud.
they do, right? This was probably one of the coolest one ups I've seen in a while.
Right, so I mean, it was a cool gun, right? Because the butt of it, you'll put the butt of it, it clamps to your arm and your shoulder, right? And then if something moves, the butt of the gun moves the barrel of the gun automatically to where it has to shoot.
Damn.
So it's guaranteed you like 100% you're hitting your target. Right?
What was that? You said that Gabe needs that from Ready Player Jackson?
Oh fuck.
I don't think aimbot. What you mean?
Aimbot.
I don't know how good that would do him in PvE. But basically, yeah, it's fucking cool. It's like Maddie, she's cheap. I was like, I know. That was a cool part of the movie. So basically, like, yo, can't shoot the aliens because all the fucking blood is gonna cause a hole in the hole and all that, right? So, and what I forgot to mention at the very beginning of the movie, what happens is it's like there's zero gravity when they get in the ship, right? And every now and again, it'll purge, basically, so the gravity will turn on, so that the ship apparently doesn't, I think, implode, I think, or explode. It's one or the other. I can't remember what it was. So it's basically why the gravity comes in to purge that for a little while, probably like, I don't know, a few seconds or whatever. But so she comes up with the idea. It's like, okay, if you know, acid for blood, so turn off the gravity, and then shoot the shit out of them. So she basically kills, I don't know how many of them. She kills a lot of them. I was like, damn, I never knew drones were that easy to fucking kill. But anyway, like, she's often like, I mean, she's often drones. Like, she's killing like 30, 40 of them. Collins. Let that sink in. One girl with one pulse rifle is shooting 30 to 40. I know they're in a chokehold, right? Got them in a choke place. But I'm like, come on, really? I was like, you're telling me not one of those bastards sneak past us from behind, and you see that tail whip out and just poop through her stomach really quick?
Fuck was my
But no,
dog?
that doesn't happen. So that doesn't happen. And so yeah, I was like, this chick just killed like 30 or 40 aliens, like they were nothing. I was like, and you had trained Marines that struggled to kill these things. I was like,
Game over, man.
yeah, that was in there too. Oh, fucking, so yeah, she was, I don't know, I guess you could say she was white.
Yes.
I was like, she was like, I guess she was supposed to be like Scotty Weaver, like, yeah, Alan Ripley. I was like, there's no real character development. If anything, the android had more character development than the whole entire fucking thing there. Like, you just didn't care about him. Like, I was like, yo, piece of pies, bro.
Yo, I get it. You suck. Leave me alone.
No.
Holy fuck.
Sounds like cheeks.
So yeah, anyway. So here's the stupid part, right? Is so they're getting ready to go up in the elevator, but if they go, no, they're not going in the elevator. Did they go in the elevator? Okay, no, they were going in the elevator shaft due to the, you know, there being no. Was it? No. Was it did they take the gravity off? I'm trying to remember if they took the gravity off before or after. But they took it off before. And so they were climbing up the elevator shaft, and fucking, once you know it, fucking aliens start chasing them, right? So the gravity's getting ready to turn back on. So she ends up losing her gun. And I kid you not, the chick is falling down the elevator shaft, and one of the drone aliens catches her with its tail, wraps it around, puts it on the ladder. I was like, okay, make that make sense. Going for a second, I was like, that don't make no type of sense whatsoever, right? So then you get the famous scene from Alien 3, when fucking Alan Ripley's against the wall and you had the alien just sniffing her. Yeah, that happens. Right? Yeah, that happens. Like I said, it's like they took something from every movie and put it in there.
Carbon copy there.
Carbon copy, basically, of different parts. So, basically, like, I think the android ends up, Andy ends up grabbing the gun. Notice how I only know Andy's name because he's the only character of significance in the movie. I can't remember the main character's name. What was her name again, Gary? You gave them her. Shoot that sniper, bruh. You get rid of him. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. You better look. Ooh, she was getting ready to stump you off the edge there again. Okay, so where were we? So yeah. Anyway, so like the gravity eases up. Does it ease up? Does it ease? No, it doesn't ease up. So Andy jumps off the ladder like a badass with the fucking pulse rifle in there, lands on top of the fucking alien. They both land on top of, like, there's a platform where the fucking elevator is to at this point because the elevator fell past them, right? So they basically fall on top of the elevator. And Andy's like, stay away from her, you bitch. And then he just starts fucking shooting the shit out of, it was either before or after, right? So he shoots the shit out of the alien. But now they have no way of getting back up now. So what do they gotta do? They kind of gotta go in between the blood, I think it is.
The acid blood,
aliens?
yeah.
Yeah, the acid blood. So what are they? So basically, she starts crawling along, avoiding the acid blood that's floating in zero gravity at this point. But Andy's following her. But that's one of the crazy parts. So while this is happening, right, you have stupid sister going up in the ship, and I can't believe I'm saying this. This stupid bitch takes the black shit and injects it in herself, basically.
I'm melted.
So she doesn't melt, but her baby comes out fucked up as fuck. Let's just put it that way. So apparently when she has her baby, I guess her whole genetic makeup changed, right? Because she had acid blood just like Ripley did in Reincarnation. That's not Resurrection, sorry. So and she's giving birth. She gives birth to like almost an egg, just about. And what comes out of this egg? Fucking xenomorph. Like, when it's not even a real xenomorph, it comes out looking like a human child. First off the bat, like that's how it comes out. But then all of a sudden, yeah, then you just see it like disappear. So you're like, okay, what the fuck does this look like? And I kid you not, It took about 1 minute for this thing to fully transform into full grown. One minute. So she's down below there looking for the baby, and you just see like it's molted already. I was like, you're gonna be fucking kidding me! It's not supposed to molt that fast. But anyway, it does. So Ace Girl's down at the bottom there, Mom's is still up the top there. The baby goes up the top where the mom is to. And you see it walking like a human, but it's got some alien features to it. It's got alien features to it, like the tail, the feet,
We got a spear.
and the hands.
Oh, yeah.
And the head looks like an engineer, but it has the tonguey thing of a fucking alien. So naturally, like, the crazy thing is that the baby had no real affection towards the mother whatsoever. It ends up killing the mom, like, and you just see it up there. I guess he's eating the mom. I like that makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Because like usually they's not gonna fuck with the person that gave birth to her.
I still don't understand this one.
Like because unlike Ripley, where like in the fourth one where the mutant came out, it had more of Ripley in it than actual aliens. This had more architect. It had literally like when you looked at the head, I was like, yo, that's an engine. I was like, that's a fucking engineer, bro. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So like, even to the point like he killed the mom, he was smiling and everything. Like,
Sounds like species.
I was like, this shit is crazy. I was like, this is crazy. It didn't fucking make sense. Like at that point, it's like this doesn't make sense. I was like, why at this point when she's getting ready to go in fire stations would she fucking inject herself with that black shit to begin with? Like that doesn't make sense. Right? So it was like that didn't make sense. So that's like plot hole in the story. Why the ship didn't blow up when it was fucking hitting the space station all over the place? That's another one. Like I was like, it's just they started pulling bullshit out just to pull it out to make the movie more suspenseful. But the more I looked at it, like any Alien fan, is like, film's okay, but I had to state everything that's wrong with it. It was like it's a lot of things that's wrong with it. Like apparently face huggers detect human beings by temperature. Apparently. So now here's the thing. They warm up they raise the temperature in this one particular room to match their body temperature. Right? But when they have the room up to temperature, they open up the fucking door. I was like, wouldn't all the hot air come rushing the fuck out into the rest of the spaceship and change the temperature back to what it was? I was like, that doesn't make fucking sense. Unless the whole spaceship where they were was changing temperature. And not just that room. So yeah, I mean, there's that part of me. Just like a lot of things that didn't really like make any sense whatsoever. If I have an android telling me like, yo, there's an alien species up there, and it's like, yo, get the fuck out of this spaceship right now, I'm getting this fuck out. And even if it's my girlfriend, she's got a fucking face hug on her, oh, I was nice fucking you, goodbye.
Hello, see ya.
As a matter of fact, I'll put you out of your misery. so you don't have to worry about that at all. Shoot it, Gabe! Just go. Shoot it. Just keep shooting that bitch.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, better safe than sorry. But that's the movie in a nutshell. And oh yeah, and then she flushes the engineer out of the airlock, like the first one, basically, into the rings of Saturn.
Does it work now?
That's where the movie like takes place. It's like off the orbit of Saturn. Even they try to play it like another whole different solar system. I was like, nah, that's fucking Saturn. How much is obvious? But if you're not like, I wasn't picky about it. I was like, it's okay. I was like, it's pumping past the time. But all those idiots talking about, yeah, it's as good as the first and the second one. No, no. Please don't insult those two like that, please.
Please.
Where's two?
I just come back.
Becky.
At first, I thought it was gonna be like alien isolation, where it's like, okay, I don't know, yeah, alien isolation, because after you see Nostradamus, you just see this woman on a planet. So I was like, maybe that's Ripley's daughter as a minor, but there was another girl. So I was like, okay, it's a different girl.
What time is it? What?
It is 12:22. But I will be going to see Beetlejuice because Michael Keaton said there ain't no political correctness in Beetlejuice. None of that shit. Beetlejuice is as toxic as he was in the first one.
That too. Hoping that I would have go see it in Smith daughter, but 2 reasons. My daughter doesn't want to see people. I used to be a Tim Burton fan or a Burton fan. You don't want to watch YouTube.
Yeah, that's the Duality. He's all right.
She likes all the PG-13 stuff.
Beetlejuice is pretty much PG-13. I wouldn't call it like
Yeah,
I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't call it horror or anything like that.
Yeah, she don't want to see it. Oh no, that was rumored that Wednesday is a bit more darker than Percy.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Probably too. But yeah. Oh guys.
He is waiting for his rift. You're going? Where you going to? Hey, you on vacation, bro?
On vacation. On vacation.
Or you drove calling in sick? Like, yeah, now I'm sick.
No, I'm actually off sick Tuesday. I'm gonna.
What other movies coming out? I'm trying to think of business with. You see, they're coming out of a movie called Mufasa.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
Scar Stables back again.
I was like,
No, it's the
I was
beginning.
like, how you gonna?
It's
how you
like
gonna
when
make
they
a
were
movie?
cubs.
I was like, how you gonna make a movie of Mufasa and not have James Earl play the voice of Mufasa, bro? Make it make sense to you, Collins. How do you not have James Earl Jones playing Mufasa? Is he going already? Oh, no, he's still here. I was like, you just leave out the iconic voice. Like, that's crazy.
I just don't know why it takes so long.
Hey, I'm going. I'll let you guys know.
Why it take him so long to make a movie about Mufasa?
Yeah.
I'm assuming the animation for that one Lion King, it takes a while.
Well,
yeah, but it's been like fucking what 20 plus years or some shit.
Well, I mean, they're doing like a 3D one, like the recent one. There's that one too. When I was like, it's like I kind of feel like this is a little bit of a money grab.
What the hell is it? It's like, it probably still do good, but like, not as much as it could have done back when, when the Lion King movies were coming out and shit.
Yeah, did you just fuck up? You fucked up.
I didn't die though.
Nope, you didn't die.
One of those fucking instances where she's a runner, she's a track star.
It's like, yeah, it's one or the other.
Nothing to it, I just gotta get back there, that's it. It's really fucking annoying when that shit happens.
Yeah, I just think they should have had James Earl Jones being his adult voice. I was like, how you gonna just put a completely different voice in there for him?
Is he dead?
I don't think so. Is he dead?
If he's dead, then it makes sense.
Is it boss fight time?
That's what I think. Now you got me thinking.
Uncup.
You gotta make me wanna. I'm gonna look it up now. I don't think so. Yeah, he's still alive.
James Earl Jones, is that that black guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Come on, that's the iconic voice that played Darth Vader, bruh, among other
Yeah, that's
voices.
why I was like, why does that sound familiar? Oh my god, give me a fucking break, please.
He's still very alive and kicking. Jesus. He was born 1931. He's getting close to 100. forgot Conan the Barbarian as well. Jesus. I am done. Hunt for Red October. Lion King, 1994. That's when you was born, Gabe.
I remember waking up for one of my birthdays, having a Simba cake, and then getting my face smashed into
it. And Lion King's 2019, he also acted in it, so it's like, fuck. And Coming to America Part 2. Yeah, he's had quite the career. He has seasons. He's had movies with all the greats, with a lot of the greats. Conan the Barbarian. That's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Coming to America, Eddie Murphy.
Isn't he the dad?
Yeah, he's the dad. He's king, yeah.
But you didn't think I knew about that. Dave knows Coming to America? The fuck?
Yep, you know what that is. You don't know what Critters is, though. You're like, I know what Critters are.
I don't know what Critters is.
You know what Critters are?
We've already had this conversation, if you remember correctly.
That's the killer furballs from outer space, bro. Alright, where's she going to get up that way? Up that way? Get it, Gig, get it! Kill this bitch, let's go!
Die, you stupid fucking whore! Let's go!
He did it!
Oh, not even a glitch, let's fucking go! Never! Again, fuck this, I'm never coming into this dungeon ever again. There's no reason! There's no fucking reason!
Do one more time.
Fuck you!
I give you $1,000.
Alright, let's go.
I'm joking, I'm joking.
It's over! The war's over!
Yeah, 2 more to go. But free to do as you please now.
Oh my god. Thank freaking goodness. I would have lost my shit, dude. That's like the best run I've had. And she fucked me up that one time. I was like, don't get mad. Don't get mad. Madness is where mistakes happen.
These mistakes do happen.
Oh, fuck.
Johnny, you fell asleep, man. Johnny, you ho.
It's over. It's fucking over. Oh.
It's like finally the pain is gone.
I want to die. Oh my god.
Now you just have fucking Ghost of the Deep and fucking Warlords.
Nope. You're missing one more, buddy.
Maybe one more.
You're missing one more. Spire the Watcher.
Spire the Watcher, yeah. At least that one's still a lot simpler than this one.
Oh god, kill me, dude. Kill me, kill me, kill me. You can't even watch this. Because I already did this.